Dunk knows best. Dunk knows best. Dunk knows best. Alright guys, how's it going? It is a Thursday, the 17th of September 2020, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Well, there you go. There you go. You know what this video is about, don't you? Finally, they've agreed a fee for Thiago. Now, don't forget them fuckers, right? In the mainstream media, the Liverpool FC clique, you know what I'm talking about, that told you for months and months and months that he wasn't a fucking target. God, have you ever heard so much shite? Even though they've still been peddling it, even this morning. It's not an active target. Yes, it fucking is. Oh dear. Right, listen, let's just have a quick look at KopTalk.com, www.koptalk.com, and let's just look at the news article that I published on the site earlier. Liverpool have finally agreed a transfer fee for Bayern Munich midfield. The Reds will pay initial £20 million up front. Now, we're hearing different scenarios with this, but the one that I believe is 20 million up front with a further £5 million potentially to be paid in add-ons. The 29-year-old has already agreed personal terms on a 4-year contract, although some outlets are saying he hasn't. He has, right? He has, because you don't agree fees if you don't already know the terms, all right? Despite the Liverpool FC clique of local and national journalists having insisted for months that Thiago was not a target, KopTalk maintained throughout that if a fee could be agreed that the player would be brought in. We predicted the Hacks would start to U-turn, and they did, and they will certainly have to now. Hey, James Pearce has got the audacity today of running an exclusive about this. What the fuck? How can it be an exclusive when we all know? Oh, had a fee not been agreed ahead of the transfer window closing, we, KopTalk, expected a take it or leave it formal offer to have been made during the final week of the window. Fortunately, a deal has been agreed, meaning that Liverpool don't have to pay as much and as much up front as Bayern had originally been demanding. The club are now preparing to organise a medical for the Spain international. He will wear the number 6 at Liverpool. He has, of course, agreed a four-year contract. I think I mentioned that in the article. This is a great bit of business, guys, I think. And, you know, FSG, they did not just bow and pay what they wanted, what Bayern were demanding. 20 million up front's good. I think that's decent. I really do. I think that's good. And it should be applauded. And look, you know, I ain't no Twitter twat. I'm just a twat. I ain't no Twitter ITK. Them fuckers on Twitter, on these ITKs, were on potties when I started KopTalk more than 20 years ago, back in the 90s. I did not know what was going to happen. I'm not going to try and claim, how the fuck did I know what was going to happen? I've got no idea. Do you know what I mean? The only thing I know that's going to happen today is I'm about to get my hair cut in 20 minutes because I've got to go, and I'm going to get a bite to eat, which won't surprise you, will it? Now, look, guys, people saying to me all the time, do you think we'll sign him? I said, I don't know what will happen, but I think we will. I think we will sign him. And I think that, you know, please, all I ask of you is to learn how the media work. This Liverpool clique of journalists, when I say Liverpool, I mean Liverpool FC, not Liverpool the city, Liverpool FC, the clique of journalists, you know who they are. Been telling you for ages that it's now happening, there's nothing. Oh, and then just like that, it's just fucking happened. What fucking rubbish. Just... No. Look, the people that I've been talking to you about and feeding you little snippets of, you know, snippets of information or whatever, tidbits of information, they've been proven right throughout this one, and I bow to you guys. You're good friends. I don't like to call them sources or contacts. It's like fucking, you know, I'm not 15 years of age. I just like to say friends and people that we've built up into this network over the last 20 plus years, 22 years. So they were great. So this is good for, you know, this is FSG, a slightly different thing for FSG here. And I think this is where the respect is with the manager, because the manager has clearly sold this one to them, because we know that they like to go for the younger players with a sell-on clause for, you know, potential sell-on value and things like that. So look, you know, let's just, you know, people have been a bit critical of FSG of late. I'm not particularly big fans of theirs. I'm just big. I don't hate them. I don't love them. They're owners. I'm not really interested. But, you know, this is a good thing. This is a good bit of business, guys. Now, obviously, you know, he can play in a holding role, but you know, he can play in any really, you know, the advanced positions. in the side. This is. I'm excited. And I think he will open up a lot of attacks. To be honest with you, now, there has been suggestions that someone has to go, or someone had to go to make this happen. We will now have to wait and see what happens. It would be fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say, if that wasn't the case. When I say it wasn't the case, what I mean by that is if Wijnaldum didn't have to leave. I would like it if he hung around a little bit longer. But I genuinely don't think that this is, that just because this has happened now means something else has been agreed in the last 24 hours elsewhere. Who knows? That will come out in due course. But all I'm going to say to you is, please just, because what I was going to say was, please just be careful with these journalists, right? Because I'm not saying that they're all out there to mislead you or anything like that, but sometimes they're in the pockets of people and they have to do what they're told. There isn't the credible, independent journalists anymore, I don't think. And I think sometimes, I'm not saying that any of them have lied to you, I just think they just genuinely didn't have a fucking clue, to be honest. Although some, I can think of at least one of them that probably did know what was going on, but has kept his mouth shut so as to not rock the boat. Because if you rock the boat, they're going to withdraw, the stuff they give you on other things and that. So it's all changed. Football reporting has changed, I think. And I'm just very happy with the friends that we have on the KopTalk VIP members website who have been on the ball with this throughout. And the last bit of information they gave us, as you know, because I spoke about it earlier this week or yesterday, I think it was, on the podcast or video, I spoke about it fucking somewhere, was that if a fee wasn't agreed, then they would make a move and they would definitely make a formal offer during the final week of the window. But the fee has been agreed. They've got that figure down. And this is what I've been saying to you for months, weeks, however fucking long it is, was that to me, the continual, is not an active target now, it's not the right time now, meant that at some point there had to be a right time, whether that was January or whether, which obviously meant a cheaper price. It was all to do with that figure. Now, you might look at that and go, well, £25 million, it's not far off what they wanted, but it's really, really important as to how these deals are structured, how these deals are paid. And, forgive me, I might be wrong, but I'm sure that they were looking for 32, maybe more at one point, 32 million. And yes, we might pay out 25 million, but if we're only paying 20 million, that's a good bit of business, I think, guys. And I think the club, as Rafa Benitez would say, should be applauded for that. And fair play to FSG for, for allowing it. They haven't said, no, you can't do it. Now, I'm not saying that makes them fucking great, because we should have had Timo Werner, you tight bastards. But, guys, this is a great video that I'm making for you, because I genuinely am over the moon with this one. I did think it would happen. People said to me, will it happen? I said, I don't know if it'll happen, but I think it'll happen. There seems to be too much, going on, and too many denials as well. And I think when a particular publication keeps saying it's not going to happen, I always think it's going to happen. But there you go. So I welcome your thoughts on this development. And I don't know about you, but I'm over the moon. This is good. This is good, and this is what we wanted to see this window. And it just proves, and it's a good point that I want to make to you guys, it just proves that where a lot of our fans say, look, we just want to see the squad, strengthening. We don't, and then people come back and go, what, you want them to spend hundreds of millions of pounds? No, £20 million. That's fucking brilliant. That's a great addition to the squad. All right, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you to those of you that, have kept us in the loop with it. I think you've been really good. Probably cost me a few beers, but there you go. So, there you go. All right. Listen, my next thing, the other thing is I would keep an eye on Sarr at Watford now. That's just my that was the other bit that's been, we've had two things fed to us. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you've had a lot fed to you, you little fat fucker. It's true, but I've lost 12 stone, 8 stone on keto. I'm back on it again. I'm back losing again as well. The other thing that's been fed over the last few weeks, so let's forget everything else, we know we get linked with multiple players, was during the last update that we got that was from an exceptional friend, was, Liverpool will, first of all, let's go back to, let's get this right. So the last thing they said earlier this week, as you guys know that follow my content, was If no fees agreed with Thiago, like now, which has been, then they will go in during the last week of the window with a formal, remember that, a formal transfer offer for the player, for Thiago, right? That's what we expected to happen if nothing happened now. And the other thing that was said around that was a similar thing to do with Sarr, that Liverpool, if they leave it late, they think that Watford may come down a little bit. Now, I'm not as confident with Sarr as I am with the Thiago thing. I did think we'd get Thiago. The Sarr one, I'm not so sure, okay? But you got what I was going to say was think back to that meeting, what I told you about Friday, August 7th or Friday, August 8th. I think it was the 7th, where I've got to watch my fingers because my fingers are hurting. The where possible, I'm a bit spasticated today, nothing new. Where possible, Liverpool wanting to do their business later in the window, okay? Because the feeling was that gives them time to see the market, and some clubs might get a bit squeaky bum, all right? I think we will continue to do business this window, guys. I think we will continue to do business this window, later in the window. Sarr possibly, centre-back, we need someone else. I just think we will see more. So isn't it nice that we can, for once, have a video going, I'm a bit worried about where we might finish in the league, or, they're not backing him enough. Credit where credit is due. Yeah, I'm happy, guys, and I hope you are too. Let me know your thoughts. I've got a busy day at the moment. I'm going to go and get my hair cut now. I'm late. And I'll be streaming later today on here if you want to come along for a natter. Okay, we'll be having a natter later today on here. I'll probably put the channel on while I'm out. So you can, the chat room, so you can go in and talk to each other. But I will be streaming on here this evening. We can talk about it and see what comes out. Can you believe these journalists today that are going like, Liverpool have finally signed? And it's like, hang on a minute, yesterday you were telling us he's not a target. He's definitely not a target. Definitely. Today, it's exclusive. I'll just keep my mouth shut. Love you guys. Listen, if you like the video, please thumbs it up. If you're happy that you got Thiago coming to Liverpool, give it a thumbs up. Only thumbs it down if you're a cunt. All right, thumbs up if you're happy. And I'm happy. It's made my fucking day, that has. And what was the other thing? If you like my content, if you want to see more videos, because there's other videos you can't see unless you remember on here, click on join underneath the video, and you can watch my other videos, and it'll be supporting me. And you're like, oh, come on, guys, come on, support me. You know what I'm saying? I like a coffee every now and then. Vodka. And if you get the middle tier or above, you can come on the members website, and that's where all the serious business is as well. All right, we'd love you to take part. And if you get if you become a member of this channel, you can get in the chat room, and it's members only, and you've got like little fancy football next to your name in the comments. Everyone sees you important. You know what I'm saying? If you're on an Apple iPhone or iPad, though, you have to use a browser. I don't think it works. All right, guys, listen. Thanks a lot. For watching the video. I don't know, I'm in a really good mood now, because I'm glad that this shit's going to stop. I'm just glad. It's one of them things that runs on, and in the back of your mind you're always thinking, what if it goes fucking wrong and we don't sign him? Because we get that a lot, don't we, as Liverpool fans, where there's these long fucking winded, drawn out things, and then we don't get him. And I think a lot of you have been thinking that, so I'm happy for you guys, and also, I know that I stuck to, I think we're going to sign him. I think this will happen. So for me, I'm glad it's happened, so it doesn't make me look as much of a cunt as I usually do. Right, I'm off because I'm falling to pieces. You know what I'm saying, guys? Yes, fucking buzzing. Yeah, thumbs up, join.